All right, so we're live. So hi everyone, welcome to the Nightingale Sprint 4 planning. Again, it's going to be a 3-week sprint. I believe at the end of this sprint we will have a code freeze. So we can probably start with the different brigades. Do you want to start, Jordan?
Yeah, so these issues are mostly rolled over from the last sprint from I was working on Comcast issues. So the top one, 7400, is the missing links issue. I actually just asked you to start testing a fix for that, so hopefully we'll have a fix for that early in the sprint. And then going back to working on some ISSC stuff, so finishing up changes to the photo store to make sure ISSC works in 1.13, and then Demetrius is coming back to help, which is awesome. So he's going to take on some work on mastership management during periods.
Oh, cool. That's great. That's good to hear. And then the other efforts will be related to Comcast, right?
Yeah.
For scalability.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So this sprint is ready to be started. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that when we right after the meeting then. Okay. Before runtime.
Yeah. So this will be a quiet sprint, since most of the brigade members will be busy with MWC next week. There's some PTO too. We'll be busy with PTO. Yeah. So personally, I will work on just refactoring a bit the P4 runtime client to provide better error handling. This is something we noticed in the last week working with Fabric.P4. The kind of logging we get, it's a bit confusing and doesn't help in actually debugging issues. So that's the only feature I'll be working on. Then we have fixing a bug on the pipeliner for Fabric.P4 and working on documentations for Fabric.P4, so for the wiki. And then the last two tasks are taken by the community. We have a team from Netsia working on support for layer 2 broadcast in Fabric.P4 at this stage on BMV2 only. And then we have Frank Wang working on P4 runtime meter support. This is an old patch. There's already code in Gerrit, but just taking a lot of time to review and test that. And since this is done on a voluntary basis, it's an 8 points story.
Okay.
Yeah, probably will take less than that. But at least we have a placeholder in the sprint.
Okay, cool. And he is leaving, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he won't be working on any other stuff. For ONOS after he leaves.
Well,
determined.
He will be traveling for Spain and Portugal.
No, I understand.
I know for his thesis, he will be working on Fabric, keep working on Fabric, so we can expect some contributions from him on his this.
Okay, that's good to hear. All right, we haven't had anything planned for GUI. I was in touch briefly with Stephen Burrows, but he hasn't had a chance to plan anything on dynamic configuration. Unfortunately, Utah's not here, but there is ongoing work to enhance the REST-conf specifically to be able to add a filter, query filter, adding some models, new models for IETF interfaces, and then the dynamic configuration application is getting enhanced with some in response to some changes in the YAML tools. I think there's some additional design work. I have to talk to you about this for the dynamic config store itself, is being worked on, to the best of my knowledge. All right, on the QA side.
So most of the work in this sprint will still be developing tests for trust and troubleshooting the failures we found in the test. So we will be finishing the second routing DHCP-related tests and routing tests. And by the way, Andreas is also working on this, so I'll confirm with him if he has a ticket or not. Otherwise, I'll add that. And then we had a call with Comcast, and they have resources, hardware resources, and also a team working on ONOS, so they will be helping us migrating the test to hardware switches. And
is it the Harmonic Lab? Is it?
No, I think that's team in India.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is another thing. And John will be a continuous work on moving the HA tests to the Comcast deployment. And then Jeremy will continue to work on Wiki and Jenkins improvements, Wiki and Graph improvements actually. And Devin also on working on segment routing. Working on fixing the old segment routing tests.
Just as an aside, this the sprint will be working as part of the Comcast related work. We'll be working on sort of quantifying the scalability numbers, how much of a footprint per flow per route is needed. So basically, in preparation for creating scalability scenarios, scalable scenarios. And so we may need to then, after that is the initial work is done, we may need to work with QA to kind of hand that over and maybe to run scale regression tests in addition to performance tests.
Okay.
Hopefully we can do it in a kind of a generic way and in a similar way to what we're doing with performance. It's not tied to any hardware.
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. We haven't received any updates on gRPC from virtualization brigades. I mean, if the trend continues with the virtualization brigade, I know that they were basically on planned hiatus last sprint, so I would expect maybe they will continue. I haven't received any updates from John regarding the gRPC, though I know that he's actively working with the code base in other areas, so hopefully we get some update on gRPC brigade. Other than that, that looks like this is it. So I will ping both Stephen, Jen, and Claudine on those brigades which don't have anything planned. Otherwise, I will just start the sprints right after this meeting. And then I will schedule a sprint 4 review meeting on a calendar and prepare the slides for the update.
So is this 3 weeks again?
It should, yes, 3 weeks again, yes. If we were to take a, I think I have the Nightingale 4 sprint. Let me look.
This sprint should be 220 to 39, so 3 weeks.
Right, exactly, yeah, 3 weeks, yeah. I wanted to just look at the specifics. I didn't memorize those.
About 39. Okay. Then I think I have to remove some stars from that. I think I thought in my mind 4 weeks. 39 is the end of the sprint. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I'll wait until to start the sprint until you remove some stuff.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Okay. Let you know.
Yeah, and actually I misspoke. The feature freeze is on the next sprint, not on this one. So.
Okay.
I'm still kind of operating on a 3-month cycle mentally, not on a 4-month cycle.
Okay, good to know.
Right. Thanks, Ian. Thanks for clarifying. Okay. So let's have a good one. Thank you. We'll see you in 3 weeks, and I'll wait for you.
Okay.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks, Tom.